your Sutadhar, your mistress of ceremony for the wonderful morning. Well, today, it gives me immense pleasure and pride to extend my heartiest and warmest welcome to each one of you on behalf of Metro Rail Kolkata to the technical seminar. Can we have a big round of applause? A very warm welcome to each one of you present here. While to my absolute pride, we are celebrating the remarkable and the significant 40 years of wonderful journey of the Metro Railway Kolkata. And what a heritage to be proud of. As we all know, that it is the first ever underground railway system in India. And thank you, gratitude to all of them who made it possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we will have a lot of insightful discussions, many presentations to learn from. Well, before we get it started, as we all know, that we begin every auspicious occasion, every auspicious day, with the name of God. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada. Thank you so very much, everybody, for joining us today. आइए इसी के साथ हम आज के इस शुभ दिन की शुरुआत करते हैं, आज के इस शुभ कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करते हैं. लेकिन मैं कुछ और कह कर के भी आप लोगों के लिए आज के दिन की शुरुआत करना चाहूंगी. कहते हैं, मुश्किलों से भाग जाना आसान होता है. ध्यान फरमाइएगा, मुश्किलों से भाग जाना आसान होता है. हर लम्हा जिंदगी का एक इम्तिहान होता है. डरने वालों को मिलता नहीं जिंदगी में कुछ, और लड़ने वालों के कदमों में जहान होता है. And each one of you have really worked hard. Thank you so very much for your hard work, your dedication, your determination over the years. We thank you on behalf of Metro Railway Kolkata. Well, with this, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to honor and felicitate our dignitaries. Will I request everybody to please put your hands together. Let us join in welcoming our respected General Manager, Metro Railway Kolkata, Shri P. Uday Kumar Reddy ji. And to felicitate him, I'd like to request PCST Metro Railway Kolkata, Shri Jai Prakash Sindhu. Can we have a big round of applause? I request everybody to please keep your hands clapping. A very warm welcome once again to our respected General Manager, Metro Railway Kolkata, Shri P. Uday Kumar Reddy. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Well, with this, now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming former Finance Commissioner, Shri Sanjay Mukherjee. Please join me in welcoming him. And to felicitate him, I'd like to welcome PCMM, Shri Anil Kumar Gupta. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming them with a big round of applause. A very warm welcome to you, sir. A very warm welcome to our former MD, DMRC, Delhi, Dr. Mangu Singh, with a big round of applause. To felicitate him, I'd like to welcome PCOM Shri Lakeshwar Saikia, sir. A very warm welcome to former Director Operations, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, Shri Rajesh Prasad ji. Can we have a big round of applause? To welcome him, to felicitate him, I'd like to welcome PCEE, Shri Ashim Majumdar. A very warm welcome to you, sir. A very warm welcome to respected Professor, IIM Indore, Dr. Swapnil Garg. To felicitate him, I'd like to welcome PCSO, Shri Manish Jain, with a big round of applause. A very warm welcome to CRS Eastern Circle, Shri Suvomay Mitra, To felicitate him, I'd like to welcome PFA Metro Rail Kolkata, Madam Ambika Jain. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause? A very warm welcome to you, sir. A very warm welcome to CRS South Eastern Circle, Shri Brijesh Mishra. To felicitate him, I'd like to welcome PCE Shri Anuj Mittal. Thank you so very much, and a very warm welcome once again. Well, as we know that we begin every auspicious occasion with the lamp lighting ceremony. भारतीय संस्कृति के अनुसार हम हर एक शुभ दिन, हर एक शुभ कार्य एवं हर एक शुभ कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करते हैं दीप प्रज्वलित के साथ। और आज भी हम दीप प्रज्वलित के साथ आज के इस शुभ कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करना चाहेंगे। शुभम करोति कल्याणम आरोग्यम धन संपदा शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशय दीप ज्योतिर नमोस्तुते. Well, I'd like to take this moment to welcome my dignitaries to please come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. ईश्वर के नाम के साथ हम आज के इस शुभ दिन की आज के शुभ कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत कर रहे हैं. Let us begin this auspicious day with the lamp lighting ceremony with a massive round of applause. Everybody together. What better than beginning the celebrations? What better than beginning the day with a massive round of applause? I request everybody to please keep your hands clapping. Let us all omit the darkness and shine brighter than ever. May I request all of you to please wait for a group photograph, sir. Can we please have a group photograph? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming all the dignitaries. Can we have a big round of applause and welcome them once again? Thank you so very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, proceeding ahead, I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome on dais Mr. Shubroto Sarkar, PCME Metro Rail Kolkata, with a big round of applause. I'd like to request him to please come up on the dais and address everybody with the welcome address. Can we have a big round of applause, all of you? A very warm welcome to you, sir.
A very good morning, respected General Manager, Metro Rail Kolkata, all the dignitaries who have been kind enough to be present on this auspicious occasion, as our Metro Rail Kolkata completes 40 years today since it started operation on 24th October 1984. We are celebrating this auspicious occasion from 18th October to 24th October with various events. Today, we have a technical seminar in which we have distinguished speakers from all over India and even from abroad. Now, for the kind information of our esteemed audience, we'll just share the program of today. We'll have the next, we'll have an unveiling of the souvenir by the dignitaries. Then we'll have a presentation by Sri Manish Jain, the PCSO of Metro Rail Kolkata. He will speak on the brief journey of Metro Rail Kolkata so far. Next, we'll have an experience sharing by Sri Rajesh Prasad, who was former Director of Operation of RVNL. He was associated with, in fact, RVNL Kolkata for a long time, and he has immense contribution to the Metro Railway also. Then we'll have experience sharing by our Honorable Dr. Mangu Singh, who was retired, as MD of DMRC. He will also, give us his valuable experience. Next, we'll have a presentation by Sri Vipin Kumar, Chief Project Manager, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. He will be speaking on the Joka BBD Bagh Metro project, that is the purple line. Then it will be followed by a small tea break. Next, we'll have a presentation by Sri Shailesh Kumar, Group General Manager, Civil, KMRCL Kolkata. He will speak on the topic, a historical journey, that is the tunneling below the Hooghly River, which was a great challenge. Then we'll have a presentation by Professor Dr. Swapnil Garg from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. He has come down all the way from Ahmedabad. His topic is unbundling the bundling of transport infrastructure assets. Then we'll have a virtual presentation by Sri Daniel and his team. Their topic is intelligent station and power management. The next presentation will be by Sri Aditya Khakse and team. Their topic is linear induction motor propelled rail systems, hyperloop technologies. Next, we'll have the felicitation of the speakers by our Honorable General Manager. Then we'll have a, address by our Honorable General Manager. And lastly, we'll have a vote of thanks. With this, I think we'll go to the next program, that is the unveiling of the souvenirs by the dignitaries. Thank you so much. Thank you. Once again, welcome all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Subrata sir, for giving us a brief about the entire event. Thank you so much for the welcome address. Well, now, very rightly said that it's time for the unveiling of the souvenir. And for this, I'd like to take the privilege to welcome all our dignitaries once again on the dais to unveil the souvenir. Can we have a big round of applause, everybody, as I take the privilege to once again invite all our dignitaries, all our respected dignitaries, to please come up on the dais to unveil the souvenir. Will spread. I request everybody to please make a straight line so that we can also have a good photograph being captured. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause as we unveil the souvenir right here, right now in front of your eyes. Making the moment all the very special is your applause. Can we have a big round of applause? All of you, come on, let's keep clapping. Let's keep the energy going. I request everybody to please hold it for a photograph as well. So here is the souvenir, ladies and gentlemen, right in front of you. So we'll have a straight line so that we can have a good picture being captured. Thank you so very much to all our dignitaries. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so our souvenir was unveiled right in front of you. And here we'll make sure that everybody gets one. Thank you so very much once again to our respected dignitaries for unveiling the souvenir. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, I'd like to take the privilege to welcome on dais Mr. Manish Jain, PCSO, Metro Railway Kolkata, to elaborate us on the brief journey of the Metro Railways Kolkata so far. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just give a brief about him before he comes up on the dais. Can we have a big round of applause? An IRSME officer, SCRA 1992 batch. In his 22 years of career, he has a varied experience in SCR, ER Railway, Boat, Concur, Arcon, to name a few. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he has worked as DRM Howrah, a dynamic officer who has played a critical role in planning and executing the celebrations of 40 years. Ladies and gentlemen, he deserves a massive round of applause. Please join me in welcoming him. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you so very much for taking out your precious time and joining us today, sir.
Good morning, everyone. The initial hiccups, that is the, I think, disadvantage of being the first speaker. All the technical difficulties are faced. So, what I'm going to talk to you about today, can everybody batsman for today, as my dear friend Vikram just told me. So I'll try and bat like Rohit Sharma. Jaldi batting करके I'll try and entertain you. I hope all of you have had a cup of coffee or tea so that you don't fall asleep while I'm speaking. So. So this presentation, the looking is like the initial construction of this project. It took a lot of time. We started in 72 and the first time was opened after 12 years. So the presentation is also taking that much of time. I'm sorry for that. Yeah, so it seems we are all set. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the journey in these steps. So this is how the idea of first Metro Rail Kolkata started. This was in September 1919. Yes, September 1919 that there was a session of the Imperial Legislative Council under the British rule in Shimla, where the committee recommended that Metro line should be there to connect Bagmadi in Calcutta, which is North Calcutta, about 3 kilometers from where we are sitting, to Banaras Road in Howrah, with that tunnel beneath the river only. So this idea of tunnel was first quoted in 1919. The estimated cost was about 3.5 million pounds, and the proposed effect was 1925-26. So this is almost a 100-year-old idea. And length was 10.4 kilometers, and tickets were priced at 3 annas. So I put this ticket price here to emphasize that how detailed the planning was at that time. Of course, it could not materialize because funds and so many other issues were there. And this idea was again talked about till 1929. There was an editorial in the Statesman newspaper on 14th of July. The next attempt was post-independence in 1949-50. Then the Chief Minister, Mr. Ghanshyam Roy, he conceived that we should have an underground railway for Kolkata. And a team of French experts was called to conduct the survey and draw the plans. Now this again had one of the proposals was to make a tunnel under the river Hoki. So when I was reading about it, I was wondering why it was so important to make this tunnel. And when we were talking about the city itself. So in the next slide I am going to explain that. So in 1854 we had the first train which arrived from Howrah station, and 1862 we had it from Calcutta, which is now Sharda. But we did not have any means to cross the river other than the boats and steamers and things like that. In 1874, the first pontoon bridge was made in front of Howrah station. So that again was only for light road traffic. And in 1885, the first rail bridge came over River Hooghly at Bandel, which is about 40 kilometers. So still, it did not serve the purpose because Howrah being the main station, from where we have the trains to the north, the west, and other parts of the country, we could not connect Calcuttans to Howrah in a seamless manner. Then in 1931, the Vivekanand Setu, which is the Bali Bridge, which is opened late, this came. So after that, the Sharda trains could go via Dankuni and other places to Asansol and that area. And 1943, the Howrah Bridge was opened. And in 2024, this is the current year, we actually managed to make a tunnel under the river.
Now, why this again? I wondered that why we are not talking about making a metro at that time in the Kolkata city or in the Howrah city. So that was because Kolkata had a very good network of trams in that time. this is a brief history of the trams. In February 1873, the first tram, which was horse-drawn, which ran between Sharda and Armenian Ghat, which was a few months, it was shut down. In again 1880, it was started with meter gauge in the same section, which was the most crowded section of Calcutta. And in December 1880, company CTC was formed, which is a British company and registered in London. Then we started from horse-drawn, we came to the steam engine driven in 1882. 1900, we came to electrically powered trams. And in 1905, they were started in Havra as an independent network because there was no connection. So the connection came much later with the Havra Bridge in 1943. So that is the next thing. 1943, both these services were laid. And in 1967, this British company, it fled the country without paying the government dues. So that is when the state government took over the operations and the management of the trams. It had, as I said, it had a very vast network of 70 kilometers within Kolkata and Havra. This is excluding the depots and terminus, so the track kilometer was much more. Then it was 1982, there was a World Bank loan to upgrade the metro system. So we got the steel body trams. Then 2008, polycarbonate. Again, there was improvement in the body. And then as late as 2013, the AC trams were introduced. Unfortunately, the trams in Kolkata are almost in the last stage now. We just have 2 routes running. So, but it served Kolkata very well. And why it is not relevant today, I will talk about it later in the presentation. Now, the metro as we see it today, Kolkata Metro Railway Kolkata, the firm plans were started in 1969 when the Metropolitan Transport Project MTP, which is the earlier name of Metro Railway Kolkata, it was formed by Government of India. And we had the specialists from Soviet and East Germany. They made master plans for various routes and some priorities were also made, like Damdam to Toliganj, which is the blue line which we made first, Bidhan Nagar to Rajdam Tada, which is basically the green line now, and Dakshineshwar to Thakurpukur, which is Dakshineshwar and Joka to Esplanade, which are under construction and partially they have been started. And initially, Mr. E. Sridharan, who is the Metro Man of India, he was part of the team when initial planning and initial execution was started. And Mr. Mangu Singh was also in Metro Railway Kolkata earlier. That's what I've been told, sir. So it's all your planning, your legacy, your hard work that we are taking it forward today. And in December 1972, the foundation stone was laid for the first metro construction. Now the construction itself, as I said, it took a lot of time, 12 years. It was the first time in India, so a lot of new methods were adopted. It was mainly cut and cover with diaphragm walls, but there were certain areas like some canals, some railway yards, some densely populated areas where cut and cover could not work. So there the shield tunneling method was used with compressed air and airlocks because of the high water table, so that the water does not come in when we are doing the tunneling. And a lot of Kolkata is an old city, so a lot of utilities had to be shifted, which required a lot of coordination with the state government and with the local municipal bodies. And a lot of problems were faced. We did not have sufficient funds. It was a time of those 5-year plans. So, I mean, Metro used to get at that time about what I read in one of the books, 1.5 crore per year, which went up to about 8 crores per year. That was the kind of funds which we used to have. So that is how it went on very, very slowly. There were problems of land acquisitions. Then some materials were imported, so supply at that time was not as fluid as it is today. There were very massive floods in 1978, so whatever cut and cover and whatever tunneling was being done, it got flooded, it had to be evacuated. And Kolkata being a very congested city, so the plans also changed quite often because of the traffic restrictions and because cut and cover, you have to get the complete area and you have to disrupt whatever is going on today. This project was also listed as one of the top 200 projects worldwide by the Institution of Engineers UK, as having met with significant challenges. Now, this is again some information that MTP started their office in the BBD Bagh initially. Then the about 17-kilometer section was divided into 17 contracts, 1 kilometer each. We did not have big contractors at that time who could, take up a full section. So it was done to hasten up the project. Initially, there was a car shed proposed at Dum only. But because the construction could not happen to Dum initially, so a second car shed was planned in Neopada. Then for lowering the coaches, because we did not have connectivity to the car shed, an oblong hole was made through which the coaches were lowered at the Park Street. Then of course we know that 24th October 1984, the first commercial run was made, and complete line was made operational in 1996. At that time, the ticket price was 1 rupee for 5 kilometers and 1.5. And at that time, it was double of the tram and bus fare, so it was not very popular. People did not really, take to metro initially. So a lot of publicity, press coverage was made by Metro at that time to, first of all, for people to attract people to the metro system, and also to sort of say that yes, you have had a lot of inconvenience because of a cut and cover method and construction, but now your life is going to be smoother. Then after that, we know that the north-south line has been extended, and 3 new lines are under construction. Today we have 4 functional metro lines with 59 plus kilometers. We had initially non-air conditioned rakes, the NGF rake and the ICF VHL rakes, which have now been replaced by AC rakes. And today we stand at the 4th position in terms of route network. And but we have a lot of firsts to our names. We have the first underwater tunnel, of course. We are first in Asia to shift to aluminum third rail in the operational metro. We have recently shifted from 11 kVA to 11 kV to 33 kV powering, and we are also planning to retrofit CBTC in the old blue line, in the ICF Meda rakes, which is again a first for any metro system in India. And the last one, the north-south line also, we are planning, we already have a project sanction for the retrofitting CBTC. Now the green line, the original project which was dreamt of in 1919, this was, sorry. So this was sanctioned in 2008, and KMRCL was formed as a special purpose vehicle to execute only this project. And the under-river tunnel was constructed in 2017, about which Shailesh will be talking in details, the challenges and all. And the section was opened from 2020-2024. And the last bit of section, which is between Esplanade and Sharla, is still, there are some issues which are being tackled by our engineers, and we plan to open it by next year, that is 2025. Now the organization of Metro Railway also changed over the years. In 1969, the MTP was formed. August, which was CEO as the head, Chief Administrative Officer. Then it was upgraded to General Manager in August 72. And 79 to 81, we shifted the office from temporary office to the current Metro Rail Bhavan building. And December 2010, we became a zonal railway. So we became the 17th zonal railway. KMRCL was formed to execute east-west, as I just told. RVNL is executing 2 of our lines, which is the orange line and the purple line. And Metro Railway Construction Organization is also executing the project of yellow line. So there are multiple agencies who are working on the metro construction today. Now, this is what we have plans as of today. We plan to add 30 kilometers next year, another 40 kilometers by 27-28, and we will have connectivity to the airport through 2 different lines, which is the yellow line and the Orange Line. And we will have additional interchanges at Neopada Airport and Park Street, which will sorry, which will be beneficial to the commuters. And rehabilitation and recreation of Blue Line, which is a 40-year-old and made with the older technology. So that also we are planning to rehabilitate, upgrade, and as I already told, CBTC fitment is planned. And I've just made a few pictorial view how the sections were opened. I'm sorry, there's something. Anyway, my idea to show this is that how metro was constructed in parts. Like first it was that Netaji Bhavan to Esplanade to the Netaji Bhavan, then Netaji Bhavan to Kali Ghat, then Damgam to Belgachia. So it was made in a disjointed manner because the Kolkata, the Metro Railway could not get space to work. So wherever space was available, that section was made. And we made do operations like that by shifting coaches, by lowering coaches. So you can see different sections are being highlighted, how these sections opened over the years. Then similarly for the green line also, different sections were opened at different points of time. Something wrong. And orange line, of course, and this is how the metro as it is planned today is going to look like. We have the blue line, we have the green line, we have the orange line partially, the purple line, and how it is going to connect all over. The yellow line and then the pink line. Now, I was talking about this policy of, why trams are not suitable for Calcutta today. So this I picked up from the website of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So there are different types of transportation system indicated there. ये दूसरी वाली फाइल कहाँ है? कहाँ पे? Anyway, ये इधर डिस्प्ले क्यों चला गया? इस पे डिस्प्ले नहीं आ रहा. Okay, ठीक. So what Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, they have of course talked about depending upon the size of the city, density of the city, the traffic patterns, how many passengers per hour. They have divided into different categories. One is of course the metro systems. Second is the regional rapid transit system, which is intercity connectivity, like we have the Mera Talwar and other projects being executed in NCR region. Then there's a system of Metro Light, which has a lower capacity than the regular metro, and it has a lower construction cost and a faster execution. Then there's a something called Metro Neo, which is actually the modern version of the trams. It is going to be a rubber-tired vehicles with overhead transmission. So these kind of things are already running in many European countries, and in India also few cities have been identified. And the latest is the water metro, like Kochi is the first water metro system which is being made in India. So these are the different systems like Metro Neo, which is replacement of the tram. It is for cities with smaller densities. That is why Calcutta today, we cannot have a successful tram. We do not have sufficient road surface areas where we have the road vehicles as well as the trams. That is why we have to go either underground or we have to go in the elevated section. Now this is again some data I just picked up from various documents just to compare where India stands in terms of the world. You can say cities with metro network length. These are all approximate figures. I do not claim their accuracy, but it is the proportion we can talk about. Number of station, annual ridership. And the deepest station in India is Howrah, as we all know, 33 meters. And the deepest earlier used to be Kiev in Ukraine. Now it is in China, 116 meters. Longest network in India is of course Delhi, which is about 400 kilometers. And the longest in the world is Shanghai, 700. Then longest networks outside Asia Pacific is London. So Asia is going much faster than the rest of the world as far as metro construction is going on. Delhi metro is the only metro today amongst Indian metros which figures in the top 10. And the new airport station which we are making, I'm told that it is going to be the largest metro station in Asia. So that is something to be proud of. So that is all. The journey continues. Any questions, please? Anything? Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Manish sir, for taking us through the beautiful and the interesting journey of the Metro Railways Kolkata. And I'm sure that all of you were really excited and got to know a lot of it. But let me add on that all of you must have got a bag at the registration desk where there is a paper, and behind the paper is a QR code, which you can scan and download all the presentations that sir has presented to us on the LED screen. I'm sure that all of you got it. Thank you so very much, sir, once again for taking us through the exciting presentation. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, I'd like to take the privilege to welcome on dais a leader who is declared as the most innovative urban infra leader of the year by Urban Infra Group in the year 2023. He has won the Lifetime Achievement Award by the Business Leaders in the year 2024 for dedicated and outstanding contribution to the railway construction and infrastructure sector. Declared as the most exemplary urban infra leader of the year by Urban Infra Group in 2024. Contributed for RVNL's graduation to Navratna status in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Rajesh Prasad, former Director Operations, RVNL. Can we have a big round of applause? A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Hello.
Respected General Manager, am I audible? Respected General Manager, sir, I can see Financial Commissioner, sir, ex-Financial Commissioner, sir, Mangu Singh sir, and colleague officers. Let me first let me first explain how I got associated with the metro construction. In 2009, I was working as a deputy general manager in Eastern Railway, and that time Deepak Kishan sir was the general manager, and new government was formed. And subsequently, R.N. Verma Sahab was the general manager Metro Railway, and he was looking after the work of Eastern Railway. The Honorable Railway Minister said that we had to make metro in Kolkata. So that time I was also looking after the work of Secretary to GM, and then we had the raking of the sites, and without any DPR, the proposals were made and the projects were got sanctioned by Honorable MR and the Railway Board and the Cabinet. And during that time, everybody was transferred, including the general manager, all the PHODs, DRMs, and I was DGMG looking after the secretary, and I was also waiting that I will be getting an order for transfer. One day I got a call from member engineering, then member engineering sir, that all the metro projects are getting transferred to Metro Railway, to RVNL, and you will be made the head of this particular project. It was a big challenge because the proposal was very raw, nothing was there, no feasibility studies, no DPR. And then I continued till 30th September as Chief Project Manager, then Executive Director, and roughly for the last 5 years as Director Operations. As Director Operations, I was having the projects of various railways, which includes the Metro Railway. So I have tried to cover all those aspects. Some of the aspects have been covered by Manish Jain very beautifully. So there would be some overlap. So I'll start with Kolkata. In my career, I have spent more than 25 years in West Bengal and 20 years in Kolkata as Senior DN Coordination, Sialda, Deputy C Construction, Havda, DGMG, Secretary to GM, then Deputy C Bridge. So when we talk about the Kolkata, see, this city is known by various names. And the most famous name is the City of Joy. And yesterday when I was coming from the airport, it took around 1 hour and 45 minutes from Kolkata airport to Bada Bazaar. There is a Panchmukhi temple, which I used to visit when I was in Calcutta. So the traffic is basically very congested in most of the parts of the Kolkata city. Now, if you see the population, it is around 1.6 crores. Unofficially, it could be around 2 crores. Number of vehicles, if you see, it has gone up every year. It is increasing by more than 6%. It has got more than 22 lakhs in 2022. And there is a very peculiar situation in Calcutta that the road space of Calcutta is around 6 to 7% if you compare with respect to the other cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. Today in the morning when I was walking then the Park Street, I took a picture from my mobile. The encroachments are there. It is nicely tied, and in the evening it will again get opened. So because of the encroachment, etc., the percentage 6 to 8% further reduces to 5%. And this is a very common phenomena. Now when you travel from one part of the city to other part of the city, you can see the kind of air pollution, the kind of noise pollution. It has got PM 2.5, it is one parameter. It is 17 times the recommended value by WHO. Similarly, the AQI, Delhi is above Calcutta, but AQI also it is very high. Noise pollution, yes, it is again in some of the busy area you can see that we have got the decibels which is much more than the permitted values. So then the things come to our mind, what is the solution to this? The solution is that we need to have the grade separated mass transit system. This is the only solution, and it was conceived long back by B.C. Roy, the then the Chief Minister. So this was all about the Kolkata city. Now let us talk about the Kolkata Metro, a journey which I just wanted to tell. Mr. Manish has explained very nicely, and he has also given the roadmap of execution of further metro in time to come. This is one picture. It is part of that particular book, souvenir, which was unveiled. This is again this picture which I had collected from the net. It is there in that particular souvenir. That time the technology was not there, so Syam Bazar Belgachia section, still tunneling using the compressed air and the airlocks were used. So this is the Times of India on the left side, today's picture. And it was very nice on behalf of GM sir that down the memory lane he had organized the marathon, walkathon, and the basically journey. This is a on the right side, this is a paper clipping of which came in Delhi around 7-8 days back. So the question comes, why and when was it needed? This is a Supreme Court's order last week only related to Calcutta Metro, where the Supreme Court also says the metro should have been brought to India long back, and in Calcutta it should have come around 30 years back. So we are late. So it is needed because of the traffic, because of the growth of the vehicles, because of the pollutions and time saving. So it has got large number of advantages. It has got the energy consumption is less, journey is more reliable, comfortable, safer. Then only road space which is required is 3 meters for the purpose of the piers, and if it is underground, then only the entry and exit, and it reduces the journey time. The ridership part, again, it was covered by Manish Jain, and I just wanted to show that in 84-85, this is the ridership. Now, very few people know that Dr. Sridharan was associated with the metro project. So I have got a small video clipping, and the previous speaker had said about this. If this works. So what he was saying is that Calcutta Metro, he had an association for about 5 years, 1970 to 75, and I don't know. Is it possible to run this video clip? ये video clip चल सकता है? चलो. There are two options. Either I should. Anyway, presently, there are around 60 kilometers of metro is in operation, and in next maybe 2 to 3 years, the entire sanction work get completed. The Naupada Badanagar Dakhineshwar Metro was the metro by RVNL, which was commissioned in the year 2021, and see the RVNL being the CPSC, DMRC is not CPSC. So it was the first CPSC which had executed the project right from the concept of DPR to execution and commissioning. Joka is Planet, there is a separate presentation by Chief Project Manager, RVNL. I have got few pictures, and this Majarhat station is first of its kind, which has been constructed over a yard, suburban traffic, and integration of passengers, basically interface with the suburban stations and the nearby area. So this was underground alignment. Yes, it was subsequently a material modification of the original work, which was got sanctioned in the year 2017-18. So that particular work has started, and 3 stations, the physical work has commenced. The Kavi Subhas to airport, it is another very important line of orange line we call it, and two sections have been completed. One has basically the operation is going on, and the second section, the operation can commence very shortly. I had visited a large number of countries. So this is a Paris maintenance depot, and on the right side you can see the Madrid maintenance depot. I had taken pictures, and accordingly, Joka maintenance depot, I do not know if everyone has visited. I would request Mangu Singh sir also, that it is a state-of-art kind of infrastructures which we have constructed, the Joka maintenance depot. And the area was full of basically a lowland area. We did the soil improvement works, and then we got this Joka maintenance depot. We had taken a lot of green initiatives for this particular depot, which includes the natural lights, the turbo vents, then treatment plants, sewage treatment plants, and of course the plantation and the horticultures. The Metro card depot at Kavi Subhas was not part of the original work. Then we decided that we should have one depot, and one small depot was constructed. Badanagar Barakpur, again, it is yet to take off. So the question is that what is the road map in India? So we are already in transition from Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to basically Amrit Kal. So by 2047, we are going to have 5,000 kilometers of metros. So in 75 cities. So this is another video. I do not know whether it will run or not. There is a problem. So what are the benefits of the metro? When we conduct any analysis, the financial analysis, the IRR, the debt service coverage ratio, sensitivity analysis, worldwide it is negative. The DMRC, sir, I will quote the balance sheet of DMRC 2022-23, which is there in the public domain. The profit after tax is around 2,000 crores. So then how to justify this? This nomenclature, the project appreciation benefit, project exploitation benefit, project impact benefits, it is very common, but I have given these names. So when we talk about the project appreciation benefit, the moment we do the notification, the price of the land goes up. So what Lucknow Metro, Bangalore Metro, and the NCRTC had done, that they had signed some kind of understanding with the state government, and they have permitted the floor area ratio from 1.5 to 2.5. And whatever extra revenue comes, that is shared between the metro authority and the state government in the 50-50 ratio. So this is one thing which we should consider. Project exploitation benefit, basically I am talking about the commercial benefits. So we can have the smart exploitations, and the project impact benefit. The moment you travel by the metro, you have got so many things. So the carbon emission, carbon impact, this is 1/10 ease of living, most efficient transport. Now I have got one video, but again I do not know whether it will run or not. There is a problem in the system. Now I will show some pictures. These are the two stations. On the right side you can see the Badanagar station, and on the left side the Dakhineshwar metro stations. It was very difficult to construct when the train on the suburban section was basically continuously moving. One of the challenge was the diversion of 1.9 kilometer Belgaria Expressway. This is about the encroachments. This Dunlop area is again one of the most congested area where we were supposed to make a new road bridge, make new metro, dismantle the old bridge. So you can see the kind of activities which was involved. I still remember total 100 nights blocks were taken almost on continuous days for 4 hours. And then the dismantling of the existing bridge, we used the diamond cutters for removal of those girders. And after completion of the work, we can see the picture that we can see the metro alignment new. This is the Charyal Khal. You can see that the alignment which was proposed on the left side, and when the construction took place. We had made the Hume Pipes Bridge, and it was sufficient good enough to tackle the load of trailers for the purpose of lifting of segments. Udaipur Khal, it is near Naupada. Construction of piers inside the Khal is always a problematic thing. Then crossing the railway lines. We have used the technology and innovations which now almost all the metros are using, and we have, since metro is here is part of the Indian Railways, so it was new to the Indian railway system. For the first time we used this indigenous rails. All the metro systems are importing the rails. For the first time RVNL, we placed the orders for the rails which was manufactured by Jindals at Raigad, and based on the credentials, subsequently Pune Metro and other metros have started using it. When we are doing so much of metro projects, we need to encourage the indigenous material, indigenous things. We have got some new concepts used. This is a Joka model. I would request PCEE, Mr. Asim Majumdar, he was General Manager Electrical that time. And we had made a book, which is known as Joka model, and it was circulated to all the metro authorities by Ministry of Urban Development. And it has saved around 52 crores. I still remember that it was appreciated by at various forums. Then we use this for the purpose of lighting in the various stations, the computer generated models, ETAP software solutions, illuminations, and here in Calcutta we are using the 750 volt DC because it has got huge advantages. And in my opinion, the biggest advantage is that we are not changing basically disturbing the skyline. It looks very odd when we are having the overhead equipments. So these are the benefits when we are having this 750 volt DC. The grade of automation, yes, we are going to have the CBTC, but we are keeping some controls with the drivers. Then BMS, normally it is implemented for the underground metros, but for the first time for the elevated metros, we have used it. And I would request our General Manager Electrical or ED Electrical to make a presentation to GM sir. And sir, under your guidance, this is one of the best thing which we have done, sir. And through the station master's control, he can see anything and he can control. And RVNL is not only limited to the metros in Calcutta. Now we are executing 7 metros. The first project which we took through the bidding was the Indore Metro, where we conducted the trial within 1.5 years. And Mangu Singh sir once went there, and he also visited to our site and he appreciated, and the chief project manager also got a tap from him. We are executing 4 packages in Chennai Metro. So the question comes, why metro not on fast track in Kolkata? So the very first thing comes to the mind is that the 0% participation of the state government with nil ownership and removal of encroachment, land acquisition. So I have got one, see, this is the paper clipping of Times of India studies only, that RVNL plea for day-night traffic block at Metropolitan. Had the state government been involved in this, they would have certainly felt the pain of not giving the block. On the right side in the Dakshineshwar Metro, there is a letter from our CMD where the dates of meeting with the chief secretaries were mentioned from 23/11/2011 to 2017, and these 500 encroachments took more than 5 years. Then change of alignment and non-availability of the, so one example is the Mahesh Bathan area, where the contract was available, the notification was basically issued, and then a decision was taken by the state government that you please change the alignment or you get some studies done. And after 5-7 years, again the same alignment was, we were asked to follow the same alignment. Then poor health of the existing flyovers. So whenever we are working nearby any of the flyovers, there are big issues. On the right side, we can see some of the pictures of the Baga Jatin ROB, I was senior DN coordination here in 2002 to 6, and that